What if I told you that the quarter in your pocket could be worth more than your house? In the fascinating world of numismatics, some of the most valuable treasures aren't gold bars or precious gems, they're simple errors that transformed ordinary quarters into extraordinary fortune makers. Today, we're diving deep into 5 remarkable years of U.S. quarter production: 1928, 1989, 1990, 1973, and 1984. These years weren't just dates on a calendar, they were moments when tiny mistakes in the minting process created coins worth thousands, or even millions of dollars. The 1984 Jefferson nickel might look like an ordinary 5-cent piece, but what if I told you that some of these coins have sold for hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars? It's true. Hidden within this year's production are rare minting errors so valuable that collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices just to get their hands on one. If you have a 1984 nickel in your pocket, your piggy bank, or your coin jar, you could be holding onto a small fortune without even realizing it. Most people overlook nickels. They're the coins we toss aside, use for change, or leave at the bottom of drawers. But numismatists, those who study and collect coins, know better. They know that a slight imperfection, a tiny variation, or a rare error can turn a simple nickel into a gold mine. And today, you're about to discover exactly why the 1984 nickel is one of the most valuable coins to ever exist. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin-making process, and while most flawed coins are caught before they enter circulation, some manage to slip through. These rare mistakes make a coin unique, and collectors love uniqueness. They seek out coins with double strikes, off-center prints, clipped planchets, and misaligned dies. The more dramatic the error, the higher the value. And the 1984 nickel has some of the most incredible errors ever recorded. One of the most famous errors is the 1984 P double die reverse. This is a coin where the die used to strike the design was improperly manufactured, causing the letters and details to appear doubled. It might not be obvious at first glance, but under magnification, the doubling becomes clear. The letters in E pluribus unum and Monticello are noticeably duplicated. Coins with this error have been sold at auctions for thousands of dollars, with prices climbing higher every year as collectors fight to own these rare pieces. But the double die isn't the only valuable error. Some 1984 nickels were struck off-center, meaning the design is not properly aligned with the coin's surface. Some are 5% off, others 50%, and the more extreme the misalignment, the more valuable the coin becomes. A 1984 nickel that was struck 70% off-center once sold for over $10,000 because of its rarity. And there's an even rarer version, a nickel struck on a cent planchet, meaning it has the size of a nickel but the copper appearance of a penny. This mistake is so uncommon that when one appears on the market, it causes a bidding war among collectors. Then, there's the elusive clipped planchet error. These coins have a piece missing because of a cutting mistake during production. Some look like they've been bitten off, while others have crescent-shaped cuts. A perfectly clipped 1984 nickel with a clean edge and strong strike could be worth thousands, especially if it's in mint condition. And let's not forget die cracks and cuds. These occur when the die used to stamp the coin begins to break, leaving raised metal marks on the final product. The larger the cud, the more dramatic the error, and the more valuable the coin. Some of these have been known to fetch prices in the 5-figure range, simply because of how rare they are. Grading is everything when it comes to determining the true worth of a coin. A 1984 nickel in poor condition with an error might sell for a few $100s, but if it's in uncirculated condition, that same coin could be worth thousands. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with mint state 70 being the perfect, flawless condition. A high-grade 1984 nickel with a double die error or an off-center strike could break records at an auction. This is why collectors carefully examine their coins, sending them to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, hoping to receive a top-tier grade that will skyrocket its value. Now, you might be wondering, how do you find one of these valuable 1984 nickels? Believe it or not, people still find them in circulation. Some of these coins have been sitting in drawers, jars, and bank rolls for decades, waiting to be discovered. The best way to start is by checking your spare change, looking closely at any 1,984 nickels you come across. Use a magnifying glass, examine the details, and if something seems off, whether it's a doubling effect, a missing piece, or an odd texture, you might have found something special. Coin roll hunting is another strategy. This involves getting rolls of nickels from the bank and searching through them carefully. It's a method used by collectors to find rare coins, and while most rolls contain nothing unusual, some people have hit the jackpot by uncovering valuable errors hidden among ordinary nickels. If you do find a 1984 nickel with an error, the next step is to authenticate it. Take clear, high-quality photos and compare your coin to known error varieties. There are online communities, numismatic forums, and professional graders who can help verify whether your coin is genuine and estimate its potential value. Once authenticated, you have several options. You can keep the coin as part of your collection, holding on to it as its value increases over time. Or, if you're ready to cash in, you can sell it at an auction, through coin dealers, or on platforms like eBay. The key is to find the right buyer, someone who understands the rarity of your coin and is willing to pay top dollar for it. Did you know that an ordinary coin, often overlooked and dismissed as spare change, could be worth hundreds of thousands, even millions, of dollars? That's right. A 1989 Jefferson nickel, one of the most common coins in circulation, might hold secrets that could change your financial future. The key lies in understanding its hidden potential, the errors that set it apart, and the way collectors obsess over these elusive treasures. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into what makes this unassuming coin a phenomenon in the world of numismatics. Stay with us, because by the end, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to unlock the incredible value hidden in your pocket. The 1989 nickel is part of the Jefferson series, a coin that's been in production since 1938. On the surface, it looks like any other 5-cent piece. You've got Thomas Jefferson's stoic profile on the obverse side and the iconic Monticello on the reverse. But there's more to this coin than meets the eye. Beneath its nickel-copper alloy lies a story of errors, misprints, and anomalies that have made it a prime target for collectors. What makes it special? Errors. These mistakes during the minting process have turned a simple coin into a highly sought-after collectible. Coin errors happen when the minting process goes awry. While the U.S. Mint is renowned for its precision, errors do slip through. It's these mistakes that turn an everyday coin into something extraordinary. Planchet errors, for example, occur when the blank metal disc used to strike the coin is defective. A missing layer or a cracked planchet can create a one-of-a-kind piece. Striking errors happen when the coin is struck improperly, leading to off-center designs, double strikes, or even incomplete impressions. Die errors, on the other hand, result from problems with the engraved metal dies that press the coin's design. These can include die cracks, clashes, or repunched mint marks, each adding a layer of intrigue and value. Now, let's zero in on the 1989 nickel. What kinds of errors have been found on this coin? The list is astounding. Off-center strikes are among the most common yet captivating. Imagine a coin where part of the design is missing because it was struck off-center. Depending on how severe the misalignment is, these coins can fetch significant amounts at auctions. Then there are die cracks, where visible lines or fractures appear on the coin's surface. These imperfections are like fingerprints, making each error unique. Another fascinating error type is the rotated die. Picture flipping a coin over, expecting to see the reverse side perfectly aligned with the obverse, only to find it rotated at an odd angle. This kind of error is not only rare but also highly prized by collectors. And let's not forget about repunched mint marks. These occur when the letter indicating the mint's location, such as D for Denver, is stamped more than once, slightly misaligned. It's a subtle but valuable distinction that can mean the difference between a coin worth 5 cents and one worth thousands of dollars. The value of these error coins is driven by their rarity and condition. Coins with significant errors that are in pristine, uncirculated condition command the highest prices. Grading services like PCGS and NGC evaluate coins based on their condition and assign them a grade. Higher grades indicate better preservation and greater value. A mint state 65 or higher 1989 nickel with a rare error can easily cross into six-figure territory. Yes, you heard that right. Collectors are willing to pay astronomical amounts for coins that combine rarity, unique errors, and excellent condition. Take, for example, a 1989 nickel with a dramatic off-center strike graded MS67. Such a coin could sell for tens of thousands, perhaps even more, depending on market demand. A double die obverse or reverse, where the design elements appear doubled due to a misalignment during striking, is another type of error that can skyrocket a coin's value. In rare cases, these errors have been known to push prices into the millions at high-profile auctions, but how do you determine if your 1989 nickel is one of these hidden gems? The first step is a close inspection. You don't need expensive tools to get started, a simple magnifying glass can reveal a lot. Look for anomalies in the design. Is the mint mark unusually thick or doubled? Are there cracks, chips, or unusual lines on the coin's surface? Is the design perfectly centered, or does it appear misaligned? These subtle details can signal an error coin. Next, weigh your coin. A standard 1989 nickel should weigh 5 grams. If your coin is significantly lighter or heavier, it could indicate a planchet error. For more detailed analysis, investing in a digital microscope can provide a closer look at potential errors. Compare your findings with online resources or reference books like the Official Red Book to verify whether your coin matches known error types. Once you suspect you have a valuable coin, the next step is authentication. Third-party grading services are essential for verifying the authenticity and condition of your coin. These organizations not only certify your coin but also encapsulate it in a protective holder, preserving its condition and ensuring its value. Coins certified by reputable services like PCGS or NGC are more likely to attract serious buyers and command higher prices. Now, let's talk about selling your coin. Where do you even begin? The numismatic market is vast, and there are plenty of options to explore. Online platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Stack's Bowers Galleries are excellent places to start. These platforms connect you with a global audience of collectors who are eager to bid on rare finds. Coin shows and conventions are another great avenue. Here, you can network with fellow enthusiasts and dealers, getting first-hand insights into the market's pulse. If you're hesitant about selling online or in person, consider consignment. Many auction houses offer consignment services, where they handle the sale on your behalf in exchange for a commission. While this reduces your workload, it's essential to understand the terms and fees involved. Regardless of the method you choose, always research the current market value of your coin to ensure you're getting a fair deal. You might be wondering, is it really possible to find such valuable coins in circulation? The answer is a resounding yes. While rare, error coins do slip through the cracks and end up in everyday transactions. Coin roll hunting is a popular method for seeking out these treasures. By purchasing rolls of nickels from banks and meticulously examining each one, you can increase your chances of finding an error coin. It's a time-intensive process, but the potential payoff makes it worthwhile. Of course, not every 1989 nickel with an anomaly is worth a fortune. It's crucial to distinguish genuine mint errors from post-mint damage. For instance, scratches, dents, or discoloration caused by wear and tear do not add value. A coin's worth hinges on its uniqueness, rarity, and appeal to collectors. That's why education is key. The more you learn about coins and their errors, the better equipped you'll be to spot valuable pieces. Before we wrap up, let's address some common myths about the 1989 nickel. One of the biggest misconceptions is that every error coin is worth thousands of dollars. While errors can significantly boost a coin's value, not all are created equal. The severity and rarity of the error play a significant role in determining worth. Another myth is that old coins are automatically valuable. Age alone doesn't make a coin valuable, it's the combination of rarity, condition, and demand that matters. What makes this nickel so special? Is it the design? The history? Or perhaps, something hidden beneath its surface that only the keenest collectors have discovered? Stay with me, because what you're about to learn could completely change how you look at your loose change. To understand the allure of the 1990 nickel, you first need to know a little about its background. Introduced as part of the iconic Jefferson Nickel series, this coin carries the proud legacy of American history. The obverse features Thomas Jefferson, one of the nation's founding fathers, while the reverse showcases Monticello, his Virginia home. It's a design that's stood the test of time since 1938. But in 1990, something extraordinary happened. A combination of minting quirks and errors created versions of this coin that are now worth far more than their humble face value. Errors in coins may sound like mistakes, but for collectors, these are gold mines. You see, errors often result from anomalies in the minting process, tiny flaws that make a coin unique, even one of a kind. And when it comes to the 1990 nickel, the errors range from subtle to spectacular. Off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, and even missing clad layers have all been found on nickels from this year. These imperfections may seem small, but they can multiply the coin's value exponentially. Let's start with one of the most famous types of errors, the off-center strike. These coins are produced when the die and planchet aren't perfectly aligned, resulting in an image that appears shifted or incomplete. A 1990 nickel with an off-center strike can easily fetch hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars, depending on how pronounced the error is. Some of these coins are so off-center that parts of the design are completely missing, creating a strikingly unique appearance that collectors can't resist, but it doesn't stop there. Double dies, where the design elements appear doubled due to a misalignment during the die creation process, are another coveted error. Imagine a coin where Jefferson's face looks like it's been shadowed or Monticello appears to be vibrating. These anomalies, when found on a 1990 nickel, can be worth even more. Double die errors are rare, and their scarcity makes them a hot commodity in the world of numismatics. And then there are die cracks, which occur when the die used to strike the coin develops a fracture. These cracks transfer onto the coin, creating unique raised lines or patterns. For the 1990 nickel, die cracks often appear around Monticello or along the rim of the coin. Depending on the size and location of the crack, these coins can command impressive premiums at auction. One of the most dramatic errors involves the planchet itself. Missing clad layers, for example, result in a coin that appears oddly discolored or incomplete. These errors are visually stunning and highly valuable, as they showcase a significant flaw in the minting process. If you ever come across a 1990 nickel that seems lighter or exhibits strange coloration, you might be looking at a missing clad layer error, an error that could be worth a small fortune. But how do you determine if your 1990 nickel is one of these rare treasures? The first step is understanding its condition. Coin grading plays a critical role in determining value. The scale ranges from poor, where a coin is heavily worn and barely recognizable, to mint state, where it appears flawless and untouched. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are essential for verifying a coin's grade and authenticity, especially if you believe you've struck gold, or, in this case, nickel. Coins with pristine surfaces, clear strike details, and vibrant luster are more likely to fetch top dollar. However, even lower-grade coins can hold significant value if they exhibit unusual errors or anomalies. The trick is knowing what to look for. Examine the date and mint mark closely. In 1990, nickels were struck at 3 major mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. While Philadelphia and Denver nickels were produced for circulation, San Francisco nickels were proof coins, minted for collectors. Proof coins are struck with special care, resulting in sharp details and a mirror-like finish. If you find a 1990 proof nickel with an error, its value could skyrocket due to the already limited mintage of proof coins. For circulated nickels, the real excitement lies in uncovering those hidden errors. Grab a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and carefully inspect the coin. Look for doubling in the lettering or design elements, irregularities in the rim, or cracks and chips that shouldn't be there. And don't forget to weigh your coin. A standard 1990 nickel should weigh exactly 5 grams. If your coin deviates from this weight, it might have a planchet error or missing clad layers, both of which are highly desirable. Now, let's talk about value. Just how much can a 1990 nickel with errors be worth? Well, that depends on a few factors: rarity, demand, and the error severity. In recent years, error coins have become increasingly popular among collectors, driving up prices across the board. A 1990 nickel with a minor off-center strike might sell for a few $100s, while one with a significant off-center strike could fetch several thousand. Double die errors and missing clad layers are even more lucrative, with some examples selling for tens of thousands of dollars at auction, but the real jackpot lies in finding a one-of-a-kind specimen, an error so unique that it captures the attention of collectors worldwide. These coins can sell for hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars, depending on their condition and rarity. Yes, you heard that right, millions. It may sound unbelievable, but in the world of coin collecting, rarity is king, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for pieces that stand out. So, where can you find these valuable nickels? Start by checking your pocket change, piggy banks, or coin jars. It's not uncommon for rare coins to circulate for years before being discovered. You can also visit local coin shops, attend trade shows, or explore online marketplaces like eBay and heritage auctions. Just remember to exercise caution when buying or selling coins. Work with reputable dealers and always verify the authenticity of any coin you purchase, and if you do happen to find a 1990 nickel with an error, consider having it professionally graded before selling. A certified grade not only verifies the coin's condition but also gives buyers confidence in its value, which can lead to higher offers. The 1973 Jefferson nickel was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Millions were produced, but only a fraction contain the rare errors that make them truly valuable. To the untrained eye, these mistakes might seem insignificant, but coin collectors and numismatic experts know that a minor imperfection can mean the difference between an ordinary coin and an extraordinary payday, but holds one of the most sought-after errors, or even the millions of dollars, or DDO. Now, let's dive into this fascinating world of numismatics to uncover why this particular year's Lincoln cent has coin collectors. The most noticeable doubling occurs in the words, every penny in God we trust, and liberty. The story begins as well as on Jefferson's Mint, where billions of pennies roll off the production lines each nickel and notice a ghostly shadow effect on the lettering. Just any ordinary you could be holding something rare. The Philadelphia while minor doubling may increase the full capacity to a few producing these copper-coated zinc beauties can push that value into the tens or even hundreds of thousands. The Philadelphia Mint alone struck over 4.3 billion pennies. These errors while Denver rare, contributed another 3.9 highly sought to circulate serious collectors. Yet among these high-value errors, there lie some of the most valuable modern coins ever discovered. When the blank planchet isn't properly aligned starts its life during a carefully crafted piece of causing the design to appear partially cut off. At its core, you'll find a zinc 10% off-center strike might be worth $50 wrapped in a pristine but if the date remains visible on a coin this copper zinc marriage creates the familiar reddish-brown color we've all come to associate with $5,000 or more. Each coin measures and more dramatic the misalignment in diameter. The higher the price collectors are willing to pay, then there's the full steps designation. On the obverse, Most Jefferson you'll find Victor David Brenner's timeless Monticello due to worn dies, a design that's been gracing fully our pennies for over a century, exceptionally rare. The reverse showcases coins the majestic Lincoln Memorial, steps, its columns standing proud professional grading services like what transforms an ordinary 2006 can be worth thousands into a numismatic with pristine examples reaching well over $10,000. The answer lies in the delicate dance between rarity, a combination of full steps and most important error, such as a double die or an off-center strike. While the mint strives for the value of the coin it's the imperfections that often create the most valuable treasures. Are another fascinating error. High mintage numbers typically suggest these occur when the blank metal when you introduce rare minting errors leaving into the equation. Everything changes. the condition
While
of a
minor
coin plays a
clips
crucial
might add a
role
small
in its
premium,
value,
major
and this is where the
clips,
Sheldon
especially
coin
those
grading
combined
scale
with other
becomes your
errors,
best friend,
can be worth thousands.
A 2006 penny
The more
in
dramatic
pristine,
and unique
mint
the
state
clip,
condition,
the more
can
desirable
command
it becomes
prices,
in the eyes of
but
collectors.
add a rare
Broad
error to
strikes
that
and
perfect
perfect breaks
condition,
also play
and you're
a
looking
huge
at a
role in
numismatic
determining
perfect
value.
storm.
A broad
These
strike
aren't just
happens
coins
when a coin
anymore.
is struck
They're
without a
pieces of
properly
history,
functioning collar,
each telling a
causing
unique
it to
story
spread
of
out
what
and
went
appear
wrong
larger
during their
than usual.
creation. Speaking of
A die
errors,
break,
the
on the other
2006
hand,
penny
occurs
hosts some
when
of
the
the
die
most
used to strike the
fascinating and
coin
valuable
cracks or
mistakes
breaks,
ever documented,
leaving
in
behind
modern
raised
coinage,
lines or missing portions
Imagine
in the design.
finding a penny where Lincoln's
Some of the
profile
most
appears
valuable
to be speaking in
1973
doubles.
nickels
That's a
feature
double
large
die
die
breaks,
where the die used to
particularly
strike
those
the
that
coin was
drastically alter
misaligned during
Jefferson's
the hubbing
profile or the
process.
Monticello building.
These errors can turn
Depending
a
on the
1 cent coin
severity
into
of
a
the break,
$1,000
these
treasure
coins
overnight,
can command
but that's
thousands,
just the beginning.
sometimes tens of
Die
thousands,
cracks and
of
cuts
dollars.
create
Of
raised
course,
lines
rarity
or blobs
and
on the
condition
coin's
go
surface,
hand in hand.
like nature's own signature.
Even the most
on these
dramatic
metal
error
canvases
won't reach its full potential.
Off-center strikes result
heavily
in coins where
circulated.
Lincoln appears to be sliding
Coins
off
in mint
the edge,
state,
creating
those
a
with little to
dramatic
no
and
wear,
highly sought
are the
after
most
error
valuable.
that can fetch hundreds.
That's
if
why
not
professional grading
dollars.
is crucial.
Some of the most
A
valuable
1973
nickel
pennies
graded
feature
MS
struck through
60
errors,
may be
where
worth a few
foreign
dollars,
material became
but that
trapped
same
between
coin
the die
graded
and the
MS
planchet
67
during striking,
or higher,
creating
can fetch
unique
thousands.
impressions that tell the story
The
of their
highest
troubled
known grades,
grades. One of the
especially
most
for
intriguing
error
errors
coins,
found in
are the ones that
2006
break
pennies
records
is
at
the wide
auctions.
AM
Finding
versus
one of
close
these
AM
AM
variety on the
1973
reverse.
nickels is only the first
This
step.
subtle difference in the spacing
To truly
between the
unlock
letters
its value,
A and
authentication
M
is
in
essential.
America might seem insignificant
Professional
to the
coin grading
untrained eye,
service,
but to collectors,
PCGS,
it's like
and
finding a rare
numismatic
painting
guarantee signed with an
corporation,
unusual
NGC,
flourish, are the two most
These
trusted
spacing
certification
variation
companies.
can turn a simple penny into
They
a
not only
four-figure
confirm
windfall.
authenticity,
The market
but
values
also
for
assign a
2006
numerical
penny
grade,
errors read
which
like a
significantly
numismatic fairy
impacts the
tale.
coin's market price.
While minor errors
A
might
certified
bring in
error
$5
coin
to
will always sell
$50
for more than an
significant
uncertified
errors like
one.
dramatic
Once your
off-center
coin is
strikes or
authenticated,
pronounced double
where
dies
should you sell
can
it?
command anywhere from $100
There are multiple
to
avenues,
$500
from online platforms like
but the real
eBay to
treasures,
major
those
numismatic
rare and
auction
dramatic
houses
errors
such as
that combine
heritage
multiple
auctions and
mistakes
stacks
or showcase unique characteristics.
High-value
These
error
can soar
coins
past
often perform
$1,000
best at auction, where
some
serious
exceptional
collectors are
specimens
willing to
reaching
bid
even
aggressively
higher into the five-figure range.
Some of the rarest,
Consider the case of a
2006
2006
penny
penny
that
bidding
recently
wars
made
drive
waves
prices
in the
well
collecting
into
community.
six figures.
A dramatic double die
If
error
you own a nickel
combined
with
with
an
an
off-center
extreme error,
strike
don't
that's
rush
sold
to
for
sell
over
it cheaply.
$25,000
You might be sitting
at
on a
auction.
hidden fortune. Now
This
that
wasn't
you know
just
what
a
to look
coin
for,
anymore.
it's time
It
to
was a
start
perfect
checking
storm
your
of
coins.
numismatic rarity that
Go
had
through your
collectors
pocket
battling
change,
to add it to
old
their
coin
collections,
jars,
but
or
finding
even
these
inherited
valuable errors
collections.
requires more than just
You
luck.
never know.
It demands
One of these
knowledge
rare
and
and
the right
valuable
tools.
nickels could be hiding
A
in
quality
plain sight.
magnifying glass or digital
Every day,
microscope
collectors
becomes your
and
gateway
treasure
to
hunters
discovering
are finding
these
new
hidden
and
treasures.
exciting errors that redefine
You'll want to
the market.
examine every detail.
Could you
from
be
the
the next
microscopic
person to
doubling on the
uncover a
letters
million
to the
dollar
subtle
nickel?
raised lines that might indicate a die crack?
Look for unusual textures, missing elements, or anything that seems out of place. These are the telling signs that you might be holding something extraordinary. For those lucky enough to discover a potentially valuable 2006 penny, preservation becomes paramount. These coins tell a story, and like any precious historical artifact, they need proper care to maintain their value. Never clean your coins. This cardinal rule of numismatics can't be stressed enough. What might look like helpful maintenance to the uninitiated can actually strip thousands of dollars from a coin's value in seconds. Instead, handle your discoveries with cotton gloves to prevent fingerprints from etching their way into history. Store them in acid-free holders or albums that protect against environmental damage while allowing for easy viewing. Remember, these aren't just pennies anymore, they're investments, pieces of history, and potentially your ticket to a significant windfall. When the time comes to sell, you'll find multiple avenues available. Online marketplaces like eBay have revolutionized the coin collecting world, connecting sellers with buyers across the globe. Specialized coin auction sites offer another route, often attracting serious collectors willing to pay premium prices for exceptional specimens. Local coin shops and shows provide opportunities for face-to-face transactions with experienced buyers who can appreciate the true value of your discovery. As we close this numismatic journey, remember that the 2006 penny represents more than just currency. It's a testament to the fascinating world of error coins and the endless possibilities hiding in plain sight. Every 2006 penny you encounter could be the one that changes everything. So the next time you receive change or spot a penny on the ground, take a moment to look closer.
That copper-colored disc might just be worth more than you ever imagined. The hunt for valuable 2006 pennies continues, and somewhere out there, the next great discovery awaits. Will you be the one to find it? Check your change, search your coin jars, and maybe, just maybe, you'll uncover one of these remarkable treasures that prove sometimes the most valuable things come in the smallest packages. There you have it, the complete guide to these 5 remarkable Lincoln cents that could be worth a fortune. Remember, these pennies aren't just hiding in coin collections or dealer showcases, they're out there in circulation, passing through cash registers, sitting in penny jars, and maybe even in your pocket right now. Take what you've learned today and start examining your change carefully. You never know when you might stumble upon one of these valuable variants. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more coin hunting tips and discoveries. Share this video with friends and family. You might just help someone discover a small fortune in their spare change. Until next time, keep your eyes on those pennies, because in the world of numismatics, every cent counts. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. The 1928 USA nickel, better known as the Buffalo nickel, is more than just a 5-cent piece from nearly a century ago. It's a relic of American history, a canvas for rare minting errors, and, in some cases, a ticket to life-changing wealth. That's right, this humble coin, depending on its condition and unique characteristics, could be worth not hundreds, not thousands, but potentially millions of dollars. But what makes the 1928 nickel so special? It's not just the dates stamped on the coin or the iconic designs that adorn it. The true allure lies in the details, tiny imperfections created during the minting process, subtle variations that most people wouldn't even notice, yet collectors will pay a fortune to own. If you have one of these coins tucked away in a drawer or jar, you might be holding a piece of history worth far more than its weight in nickel and copper. Let's start with its origin. The Buffalo nickel was designed by James O. Fraser, a renowned sculptor whose goal was to create a coin that represented the rugged spirit of early America. The obverse features the profile of a Native American, a composite of 3 tribal leaders Fraser admired. On the reverse, the American bison stands proudly, symbolizing strength and the untamed wilderness. But as beautiful as this coin is, its production was fraught with challenges. These challenges are precisely why the 1928 nickel has become such a sought-after piece. Errors in minting are often seen as flaws in manufacturing, but in the world of coin collecting, they can be a goldmine. Some of the most valuable 1928 nickels owe their worth to these errors, mistakes that turned ordinary coins into priceless rarities. For instance, consider the double die error, where elements of the coin's design, like the date or the lettering, appear to be duplicated. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly, leaving behind a faint but visible doubling effect. If you spot a 1928 nickel with this type of error, you could be looking at a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. Another highly coveted error is the off-center strike. This happens when the blank planchet, the metal disc that becomes the coin, isn't perfectly aligned with the die. The result is a coin with part of its design missing and an unstruck blank area, making each off-center strike unique. Collectors go wild for these imperfections because they're rare and add an element of unpredictability to the hobby. Die cracks are another fascinating error found on some 1928 nickels. Over time, the dies used to produce coins develop tiny fractures due to the immense pressure exerted during minting. These cracks transfer to the coin as raised lines or unusual patterns, creating a one-of-a-kind design. While they may not be as dramatic as a double die or an off-center strike, die cracks still fetch a premium among collectors who appreciate the story behind every coin. But what if you can't see any errors on your coin? Does that mean it's worthless? Not at all. Even standard 1928 nickels can be worth significant amounts, especially if they're in excellent condition. Coin grading is the process of evaluating a coin's state of preservation, and it plays a crucial role in determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades indicating better condition. A heavily worn 1928 nickel might only be worth a few dollars, but one in mint state, a coin that looks as though it just left the mint, can command thousands. To understand how grading impacts value, consider this. In recent years, a 1928 Buffalo nickel in near-perfect condition sold at auction for over $300,000. Why? Because finding a coin from that era with no wear, no scratches, and all its details intact is almost unheard of. These high-grade coins are the holy grail for collectors, and their rarity drives the price sky high. But the story doesn't end there. The mint mark on a 1928 nickel can also dramatically affect its value. Mint marks indicate where a coin was produced, and for the 1928 nickel, you'll find them below the denomination, 5 cents, on the reverse side. A coin with no mint mark was struck in Philadelphia, while those with a D or S were minted in Denver and San Francisco, respectively. Among these, nickels from the San Francisco Mint are the rarest, making them particularly desirable. Now, imagine combining rarity with an error or high-grade condition. A 1928 S nickel with a significant minting error and an exceptional grade could easily cross into 6 or 7 figures. These are the coins that make headlines and spark bidding wars at major auctions. The market for rare coins is as strong as ever, with collectors and investors willing to pay top dollar for pieces that tell a story. And the 1928 nickel, with its rich history and potential for rare errors, is one of the most captivating stories in American numismatics. Auctions have seen error coins like double dies and off-center strikes sell for jaw-dropping amounts, and as time goes on, these rarities are only becoming more valuable. So how can you determine if your 1928 nickel is one of these prized treasures? First, closely examine the coin under magnification. Look for any doubling in the date, letters, or numbers. Check the alignment of the design. Does it look perfectly centered, or is part of the image missing? Inspect the surface for raised lines that could indicate die cracks. Even if you don't find any errors, pay attention to the overall condition. Are the details of the Native American's headdress sharp and clear? Is the bison's horn fully visible? These small details can make a big difference in the coin's grade and, consequently, its value. Authentication is another critical step. With rare and valuable coins, counterfeits are always a concern. Scammers often try to replicate valuable coins or artificially create errors to deceive buyers. To ensure your coin is genuine, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. These organizations have the expertise and tools to evaluate your coin and certify its authenticity, giving you peace of mind and adding to its marketability. Once you've confirmed that your 1928 nickel is genuine and potentially valuable, the next question is what to do with it. Should you hold on to it as an investment, or sell it to capitalize on its value? The answer depends on your goals, but one thing is certain: the market for rare coins is dynamic, and timing can be everything. As more people discover the thrill of coin collecting, the demand for rare and error coins continues to grow. And while the 1928 nickel is already a hot commodity, its value could skyrocket further as interest in numismatics expands. Holding on to a high-grade or error coin might pay off handsomely in the future, but selling at the right time could also yield life-changing returns. For those who want to dive deeper into the world of coin collecting, resources abound. Join online forums, attend coin shows, and connect with fellow enthusiasts to learn more about this fascinating hobby. The more you educate yourself, the better equipped you'll be to spot opportunities and make informed decisions. The 1928 USA nickel is more than just a piece of metal. It's a testament to craftsmanship, a snapshot of history, and, for some lucky collectors, a doorway to unimaginable wealth. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious beginner, this coin has the power to capture your imagination and ignite a lifelong passion.